All right. So it looks like Ilhan Omar. Looks like she's supposed to be married or whatever. I know we talked. I know people talked about her married her brother and all that. But then it was like she was married to some other guy. Now she's part of the squad. She's part of that woke left. It talks about this system of white supremacy and talks about all these other things and talks about the, you know, how bad, patriarchy. She talks all this stuff. And so when it came out that she actually was, that now she's in the middle of a scandal here, basically, where a woman is filing divorce on her husband. And this guy's name is Tim Minot or some Tim, whatever his name is. Anyway, so that now apparently she's been messing with this guy, and she knew he was married, and messing around on her husband apparently. Anyway, how many people I've talked about it. Anybody that's actually listened to me or they already know that I already knew what race the guy was. It's kind of like Ocasio-Cortez when they talk about, she's in this circle where they talk about white supremacy and white, racism and this and that. And of course, what her boyfriend's name is Riley. So Ocasio-Cortez, we know what race that guy is. And lo and behold, here comes Ilhan Omar, cheating on sleeping with a married man. And guess what race he is? White. I find it so funny. Like I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I find it so funny the people that the supposedly so woke people that always talk about white people this, white people that, and a system of white supremacy, white. They all, I'm not going to say all, but a really, really big, very, very large number of these same people are married to white people. I find that so funny. The people that always holler, I've said this before, people that always holler and want to talk about racism, this and that, blah, 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 are always happen to be people that are married to this supposed race that's doing all wrong. Same with Don Lemon. Don Lemon talks about, what did he say on CNN? That Don Lemon says that white men are the, biggest threat in America and this and that. And guess what race his boyfriend is? Guess what race his male accuser is that's accusing him of sexual assault? That's where he put his hand down his pants, whatever. Guess what race that guy is? White again. Man, I tell you, it's just so funny to see these things. It's kind of a tad bit hypocritical. I'll make the point again. This is how I already know these people don't really believe the things that they do or the things that they say. They just know they need to say that. They know they need to say these things so that they can cash in on the woke dollars that are be made from advertising and things like that. They don't actually believe in this crap. They don't actually believe in any of it. They love white folks. They love white folks. That's what they're looking for. That's what they're looking for, white men. There's nothing wrong with that. But like I've said before, what does that conversation at the dinner table look like? If you are really like that, what does that conversation at the dinner table look like after the previous, whatever, you working 9 to 5, 8 hours, whatever, 9 hours, 10 hours, you were complaining about white people that whole time, all day long, and talking about system of white supremacy, men, they're terrible, this and that. And then how does that conversation at the dinner table look? Or how does a family reunion look when everyone at the family reunion possibly knows you, possibly knows how you are, and all you do is sit back and complain about them the whole time? Because if you're with a white person, it's going to be white people at that family reunion. It's going to be white people at the dinner table. How uncomfortable are those things? Now, the other thing that I'm actually going to say here is, if this was a man that was doing this, which it is, but if we were focusing on the man, then we would talk about how toxic this is. It almost seems like toxic behavior is not exclusive to a certain gender. It almost seems like that because sleeping with married people and things like that, man, I tell you, women and men can engage in toxic behavior. So that's my thoughts on that. I just think it is funny. When when it came out and it came across my little news thing, I knew for a fact that the guy was going to be white. I already knew it. It's just like with Ocasio-Cortez. I knew the guy was going to be white. Nothing wrong with that. But if we're going to sit back and talk about how racist America is, racist white people are, racist this whole system of white supremacy, blah blah blah, and talk about all this, if we're going to say all this crap, then why are we not saying, or why are we getting with the same people that we say are so goddamn racist? The other thing is that if Ilhan Omar is indeed, which it seems like she definitely is guilty of this, or was doing this. But the political stuff aside, for her using money, whatever, all that aside, man, I wonder what are they going to do in that. I don't know what religious sect is she part of, and how would they handle a woman that has been cheating on her husband? Anyway, that's my thoughts on that. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. All right.